It's another day, the sun is shining. Got to know what's going on around you. Wake up, it's the time to motivate your mind. Come with me, let's make this moment brighter. Wake up with the Bahamas at sunrise. Come on and wake up with the Bahamas at sunrise. Wake up with the Bahamas at sunrise. Wake up with the Bahamas at sunrise.
Good morning and welcome to Bahamas at Sunrise. We're up dead early and it's a fantastic Friday, and it's fantastic because you're up early with us. My name is Mark Daniels.
And I'm Gabrielle Gardner, wishing a happy Friday to you.
It's the end of the week, everybody. The weekend is here and we're so happy that you're kicking off your Friday with us. This is the best way to kick off your morning on a Friday, on a Monday, any day of the week, right?
Oh yeah, definitely. We are the perfect way to start your day.
Especially when Dav out here peopling like this, right? You need to wake
Oh.
up. Dav out there peopling. I trying to people as much as her, but she peopling this morning. Just so radiant, and we hope that your morning is as radiant as Davriel this morning. And I hope you had a great week. Did you have a great week?
I did. I had an exciting week. I got to celebrate my soon coming nephew.
All right.
I went to New York to see my brother and his wife, who are soon expecting a little boy. So that was pretty exciting.
Yes, more life, more children. You know, that keeps the energy going in the family. Little peoples, so they can turn into big peoples, right?
Right?
We had a great week as well. It's been hot, everybody. I don't know. It's been a crazy week weather-wise. We had what? We had like a mini, hail, tornado, water spout situation. It felt like a hurricane, and then it got hot again. They turned on the hot button. So remember to be careful, everybody, when you're out there on the road. It's hot, which means firstly that people are angry. So take your time, because you know the hotter it gets, the more people feel agitated. You're less patient, right?
So I don't want to preempt Godfrey, but I did get a notification on my iPhone last night that today will be 5 degrees less than it was the day before.
Ooh.
So hopefully temperatures will go down and tempers will go down
Yes.
with them.
Take it easy, folks. Take it easy, folks. Take your time on the road and make sure to stay hydrated, especially if you're working outside. It is hot. TCL invites you to register for the first Turks and Caicos Island Business Outlook. It is happening on June 7th. And don't forget the Andros Business Outlook, which is also happening June 27th. To register, visit tclevents.com or contact Alicia Green here at the studios at 322-1000. We've got a great show for you today, everybody. The Jenny Dean Cancer Support Group is back, and they're here to tell us about the upcoming Hope Walk. We'll also hear about the brand new distillery and company business, Bahamas Botanicals. We'll also hear from Carlisle, Lashley, and Rubie Nottage, and they'll tell us about their recent appointments to the Permanent Court of Arbitration.
Bahamas Public Parks and Public Beaches Authority is here to tell us about their upcoming events and activities. And we'll be talking with Vernay Mills about the upcoming Turks and Caicos Island Business Outlook. But now let's check on weather with Godfrey Burnside.
This is Weather at Sunrise.
Thank you, Gabrielle. Good morning, Bahamas. Your first look at weather at sunrise. We have a weak high pressure across the northwest and central Bahamas. Still some troughing causing cloudiness, showers, and thunderstorms over the southeastern islands and the Turks and Caicos Islands at this time. And so you're going to be very careful during the next couple of days, particularly with the central and southeastern islands, as the system should pass over them sometime this weekend. But for the most part, we're looking at partly sunny, very warm. There's a chance of a few isolated showers, maybe a thunderstorm, mainly across the southeastern islands. Your high temperature 80 degrees Fahrenheit. Tonight, we're looking at a few clouds over northwest and central Bahamas, partly cloudy and muggy over the central or the southeastern islands with a couple of showers, maybe an isolated thunderstorm. Your low temperature going down to 76 degrees Fahrenheit. And some region highs and lows across the Caribbean. Barbados 90 and 81. In Jamaica 89 and 79. In Trinidad, 92 and 79, and the Turks and Caicos Islands, 87 and 75. Across North America, Atlanta, 87 and 71. In Boston, 83 and 62. In Miami, 88 and 79. Dallas, Texas, 93 and 74. and Toronto County 75 and 60. As you go to the weekend, high pressure builds across the whole archipelago with mostly sunny skies, hot temperatures, humid conditions, slight chance of a passing shower, mainly over the southeastern islands. Temperature daytime will be in the upper 80s, at nighttime in the mid to upper 70s. That pressure over first look at weather at sunrise. I'm Godfrey Burnside. Back to you, Mark.
Thank you, Godfrey. Jenny Dean Caring and Sharing Cancer Support Group will host their Hope Walk 3K, and this is a Hope Walk of inspiration and solidarity. It is happening on June 1st. Here to tell us more about it are Anita Rolle. She's a board member of the GD Cancer Support Group. And we also have Tina Lightbourne, City of Hope, who is the walk title sponsor. Good morning and welcome back to Bahamas at Sunrise.
Good morning.
Good morning. Welcome. We're bright again. I know you got the shirt on with all the colors. I decided to match you. Glad to have you here. Always happy to have you in the studio to talk about the support group. And we're talking about the Hope Walk. So tell us a little bit about it and what are its objectives?
Okay, well, the Hope Walk is actually scheduled to be held next week, Saturday, at Goodman's Bay. We're inviting everyone to come out. And it is a 3K walk that brings together individuals and families impacted by cancer, as well as supporters and advocates from our community. It's a day that's going to be filled with inspiration and solidarity as we unite to make a difference in the fight against cancer.
Awesome. It does sound like an event where people can come together, they can fellowship, socialize, get a little exercise in.
Correct.
Who should come to this event? Who do we want to see on the road by the thousands?
Well, I'm telling you, we'll invite all families. Family members, you can, from children up to grandparents, you know, we are inviting everyone to come out. And also corporate Bahamas. We're asking you to come on board in terms of coming out. And if you can't, you can still support, you know, in terms of signing up or sending a donation that can actually assist us in this fight against cancer.
Tell us a little bit about City of Hope and its role that it's playing in the walk.
Well, so City of Hope, Cancer Treatment Centers of America, now City of Hope, we've been in the Bahamas since 2012. And the philosophy is to give back to the communities in which we serve. And as a result, excuse me, as a result of that, we've been sponsoring numerous events, including Fun Run Walk. I'm a runner, so I look out, I'm constantly looking for events to sponsor in that regard. But on another note, we worked with Jenny Dean before she passed. She was someone who was constantly assisting people with their need for cancer ports for women that had breast cancer, food, anything that cancer patients needed, she would, you know, assist with. And she called on us quite a bit. We worked with her. And so I'm quite familiar with Jenny Dean. And then she passed away, and her daughter, DeQuessa, took it on. So it's a pleasure to work with this foundation and to see them grow from strength to strength. They have come a long way.
Yes, they have. We've been seeing them over the years.
Yes,
we love having them on the set.
yes.
How important is it for corporate Bahamas to get involved with organizations like Jenny Dean?
It's very, very important because there's a great need out there for cancer patients, especially those that are from the family islands and don't have insurance. The cost is totally bared by them. So groups like Jenny Dean and other cancer support groups, the Cancer Society, those are groups that we encourage people to support, and we support in a great way as well.
Yeah, corporate Bahamas, and even the little man like me can support. We can join the walk. I want to hear more about what's going to happen at the walk. I hear there's some fun surprises and a little bit things to make it different up.
Yes, definitely. We're actually going to have a Hope Village.
Right.
Okay. The walk is going to start at 5:30 a.m. And we're going to have a Hope Village. Upon completion, you will come back and we'll be having remembrance and tribute booths. We're going to also have a 360 experience. We're going to have an educational booth where we have physicians on site to answer questions, give you information as well. And then we're going to have a lot of vendors. Okay, everything towards holistic living, of course. And we're going to have a Hope concert, which will be the big highlight. That will be featuring entertainers like Landlord, Shine, Johnny Cake, Kenya Ferguson, the Whole Armor Ministries Dance Troupe, Mime Teams, the Singing Prophet, and so much more.
It sounds like a lot. It seems like a holistic experience.
Yes, it will.
And we always hear when we speak to you about how we should treat all cancer survivors, cancer warriors in a holistic way. not just
Correct.
physically, spiritually, emotionally,
Correct. That is
physically.
very, very
so when you come off of the walk and you're feeling nice and invigorated, you could hear a talk, you could watch a concert, you could sit on the beach and relax. If somebody wants to participate and be a vendor, so to speak, are all the spaces booked up, or how do we get
Well,
involved?
we plan to close off today.
Uh-oh.
But if you are interested, you can still contact myself today on 810-1809 to secure a booth. What I would also like to say is we would like to, of course, thank our sponsors and, of course, the City of Hope, who's a title sponsor, Bahamas Retina and the Eye Care Services, Bahama Foundation, Nassau Cruise Port, Dedicated Roofing, and Health City Cayman Islands. They were an integral part in this entire event and the success of it.
And we know that list is going to get longer because all of the corporate sponsors, they are going to roll in over the next week, just ready to support you and support other groups. Just tell our viewers again how an event such as this fits into the overall goal and mission of the Sharing and Support Group.
Okay, well, Jenny, Dean, Caring, and Sharing, of course, we are here. We're here to support cancer survivors. Of course, the battle is not just physical. It's also mental. It's a lot that goes on behind. I myself am a 13-year survivor, and it's not just going to the doctor, being diagnosed, taking treatment, etc. It's the daily walk and trying to overcome. You know, every year you have to go back for visitations. You don't know what you're going to be told. And it's just having that support system, someone who's going to be there to help you through that walk, to help you through the mental crises, the breakdowns. You know, you have your sisters who will be there to walk with you through it all. And that is very important.
It is very important, and it's such an important work that you do. Once again, from the perspective of the City of Hope, right?
So we believe in a holistic approach at City of Hope. City of Hope, as the name says, it's hope. Each time a patient walks into our doors, we encourage them. You have to motivate them. A lot of them, it's very, very difficult. Cancer is a very scary disease, and so from our perspective, we support anything that is going to encourage a survivor or even someone presently treating. We talk about survivors quite a bit, but the persons that are treating, it's very, very difficult for them. It's difficult for their caregivers. The caregivers that we don't focus on, they're the ones that bear most of the burden because the patients look to their caregivers. The doctors explain all the medications, the treatments to the caregivers. So we try to support them in a financial way as much as possible. And as you know, it's very, very expensive. And so that's where we come in as an organization, trying to give back financially as much as we can. And that's why you see us so much on these walks. And I believe exercise is key to recovery. And so we support them 100%.
Yeah, I got my little exercise in last night, getting ready for this walk, right? Because I know y'all gonna be out there, you can make me look bad, right? If I want to participate and I haven't signed up as yet, how do I do that?
Okay, you can register for the walk at www.gdcancersupportgroup.com. The registration is only $20 per person and includes a bag, a t-shirt, a water bottle, and access to the Hope concert. Okay, so June 1st will be the walk, and we expect a huge attendance from the society and the community at large.
They come in by boat, plane, they walk in, and they come in by train. They can be corporate Bahamas, it can be all of the non-profits, it can be mommy, daddy, Grammy, we can bring in the dogs. And so we appreciate the work that you do, and we are excited to see the Hope Walk kick off next week, and we wish you more success and you continue to grow from strength to strength. Thanks for being here this morning.
Thank you for having us.
Yes, thanks for being here. You're watching Moms at Sunrise. We'll be right back.
Meet Leno, your bridge to the future. Wealth planning, investments, corporate services, trust services, pension administration, fund administration, outsourced accounting, and payroll. When you think of financial solutions, think of Leno. Local or international, company or individual, Leno can help. Our team of skilled professionals has the experience and expertise needed for you to strive. Your goals are our goals and our priority. Leno will guide you to the right financial solution with the knowledge, resources, and support you need. Give us a call at 242-396-3225 or email us at info@lenobahamas.com to get started. Visit our website, www.lenobahamas.com, for more information information today. Leno, your bridge to the future.
One thing, two things, blue thing, old things, things that are small, things that are grand, things that fit just right in the palm of your hand. Fox Hill Nursery, a large selection of garden supplies. If you can see it in your mind, you can find it at Fox Hill Nursery.
Comfort Suites Paradise Island is the best kept secret in the Bahamas. Located directly next door to the Atlantis Resort, you'll receive all the privileges of an Atlantis guest with all the benefits of a Comfort Suite stay. Enjoy everything Atlantis has to offer, including Aquaventure Water Park, plus all the amenities of Comfort Suites. Free Wi-Fi, free breakfast daily, and kids stay, play, and eat free. Visit ComfortSuitesPI.com.
Introducing the Focal Smart Pass app that helps you to fuel up faster. Here's how it works. Download the app on the App Store or get it on Google Play and create your profile with payment details. Visit your nearest Shell station, open the app, scan the pump's QR code, select your payment amount, and begin fueling. Say goodbye to cash and cards because the Focal Smart Pass offers secure and convenient payment options right at your fingertips. Download Focal Smart Pass now and fuel up faster today.
Don't spend hours sending individual messages to your customers. Use SMS messaging instead. With Alive Business SMS messaging, you can send personalized messages to hundreds or even thousands of recipients instantly. It's quick, effortless, and cost-effective. Plus, it ensures that your messages are delivered directly to your customers' cellular phones, guaranteeing higher engagement. Save time and boost your outreach with SMS bulk messaging. Call Alive Business at 601-8911 in Nassau or 602-8811 in the Family Islands.
We know how important collecting your money can be to the success of your business. Start your relationship with Fidelity today so that we can show you the many options available to you with our merchant services. From click and pay options online to merchant terminals and e-commerce options. We're here to help your business succeed. For more details, speak to one of our business development officers at 356-7764 in Nassau or 352-6676 in Freeport. Visit our website at fidelitygroup.com or visit any of our branches.
Here are three young people who stopped attending high school and got disengaged in their educational journey due to the pandemic. Today, they are proudly taking their walk all over the place because they took advantage of BTVI's Smart Start initiative. All high school students in New Providence and the Family Islands can participate in free hands-on learning to improve employability. Learn basic literacy and numeracy skills and earn a BTVI certificate in automotive mechanics, beauty and construction trades, or fashion in only 14 weeks for full-time participants or 24 weeks for part-time. Don't count yourself out. Do what they did and enroll today. Email smartstart@btvi.edu.bs or call 502-6300 so you can take your walk anywhere in life.
Welcome back. The recreational team at the Bahamas Public Parks and Public Beaches Authority organizes various events and activities that provide the Bahamian public with opportunities to enjoy our green spaces and take a break from their daily routines. Joining me now to tell us more are Tanae Hanna, Assistant Manager of Public Relations at the BPPPBA, and Tanya Hanna, a yoga instructor. Good morning, ladies, and welcome to Bahamas at Sunrise.
Good morning. Thank you for having us.
So,
Good morning, Bahamas.
Yes, welcome. So, can you tell us about some of these exciting events that you have planned and activities?
Yes. Well, as you would have mentioned, the Bahamas Public Parks and Public Beaches Authority has a recreational department that was initiated by our executive chairman, the Honorable Mikhail Barnaby, and we take pride in having different things, different activities for the community to come out and support. You know, during the onset of the COVID pandemic, there was a time when a lot of Bahamians decided to explore their surroundings. And we are responsible for over 200 parks right here in Nassau, the public beaches, and the roadside verges, and so much more, you know. And what we aim to do at parks and beaches is put on initiatives that are community minded, and we plan different events. You could have a family fun day on the park. We want to do some things with artisans on the beaches. And today I'm here to talk about fitness on the park. So what is fitness on the park? Fitness on the park, we have aerobics classes every Monday and Wednesday on Goodman's Beach, 6 to 7 p.m. and Saturday mornings from 8 to 9 a.m. And on the side of me, we have the lovely Miss Tanya Hanna, and she is our yoga instructor. We have yoga Thursdays on Goodman's Bay, 6 to 7, Montague Beach, Saturday mornings from 6
a.m.
Exactly. Yes. And we have Bahamians who facilitate these classes. Our aerobics classes is taught by Mr. Kumbi Sweat from Caribbean Fitness. And we have Ms. Hanna here today who is going to tell us about the yoga aspect of fitness in the park.
Okay, so we have yoga on Saturdays, 6 a.m. And on Thursdays, we have it at 6 p.m. And it's the experience of, we use the breath for the parasympathetic nervous system and the sympathetic nervous system so that we can have the experience of relaxing, also activating that vagus nerve, which for the digestion, so that now we have good digestion and we are relaxed and release stress.
Why is it so important for people to come out into these green spaces and do these activities that get the body moving?
Well, we know that the Bahamas, truly around the world, we're experiencing a lot of stress during, especially after the COVID situation. And so for families, this is going to be great, a great way of having a free experience of how to use yoga, how to use fitness, how to use aerobics to release that stress, to relax, and to have a better life, have the body functioning properly. Yeah.
Why is it so important to use these green spaces for positive uses and for, I guess, just bringing the community together?
Yes. Well, our recreational department sees these initiatives as a way to bring about unity, civic pride, and social responsibility to come together as one, camaraderie. You know, you may have a neighbor on the side of you who you haven't seen in months. You can welcome them out, come out, you can bring your family. Listen, we had a baby on the park. Okay, so all ages, is multi-generational. And I do want to mention that this initiative began on April 29th. And it runs until June 1st. This is just the first series. And we have more to come. We are going to release the new date for the second series. And I just want to give our new Facebook page to the public. It's Public Parks and Beaches Authority Bahamas. Once again, our Facebook page is Public Parks and Beaches Authority Bahamas. TikTok and Instagram is Bahamas PBA.
I love it. Okay, so I see we have our mat here and we have our master teacher in the building. So I'm gonna let you take it away and do a little demonstration of what folks can look forward to.
This one is very simple. We go to the ground and stretch out.
And what is
do
this
some
called?
back rocks. This is a good warm-up before we move into the shoulder stand.
If this is a warm-up, I don't know if I would laugh.
Oh, this is a good warm-up because remember, you want the body to be warmed up, especially what time is it?
At 6 a.m.
Okay, so this will help, especially if you have inflammation. You can come from this space, or you can,
oh my,
or you come home, you could lie on your back and simply elevate your feet. This will reduce the inflammation. This will slow it down, slow down the heart. This will put you in a state of now where you're relaxed and the swelling in your feet is reduced. Okay? All right. Just bring yourself out of that position.
I am relaxed.
I know. I'm trying not to go back to sleep.
All right. And helps the digestion, okay? All right.
And then we can do this tomorrow at 6 a.m.
6 a.m.
So you can join us at 6 a.m. on the Montague Beach. See you there.
All right, and just confirming, this is free to the public?
100% free.
Okay, the price is right. There is no excuse not to be there to get your early morning workout in. But if you do miss it, it's Thursday at 6 p.m. And where is that?
That's Goodman's Bay.
At Goodman's Bay.
And Montague tomorrow, 6 a.m. in the morning. And we can sign off with this breathing exercise for you. Just inhale, allow the abdomen to expand. Exhale, allow the abdomen to contract. All right? Let's do that again. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. So remember, on the inhalation, expand, allow the abdomen to expand. On the exhalation, allow the abdomen to contract.
Well, I
Thank you.
That has been the perfect amount of relaxation to add to your morning, but we don't want to risk you falling back to sleep because it's been so peaceful. Definitely want to go out there and check out all the incredible things that are happening with our public parks and public beaches, and take advantage of the opportunity to get fit with your family and friends. You're watching Bahamas at Sunrise. We'll be right back.
African Things is your one-stop shop for everything African. Make a bold fashion statement with vibrant colors and intricate patterns inspired by the beauty of Africa. Find trendy contemporary looks for every occasion and enjoy custom tailoring. Shop jewelry, purses, art, cosmetics, and much more. African Things is located in the Dugard Plaza, Palmdale, next to McDonald's. Open Tuesday to Saturday, 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. Come get your African Things.
Hi, I'm Ria Christina, and I'm super excited to be the new host of You and Your Money, local international banks that has actually been closing some of their branches. It actually gives me an opportunity to share my views, my take on the financial matters. Even when we think about what's happening globally, we still have a lot of work to do in terms of having to educate business owners as to the importance, the economic impact, and how it is that we can look at improving the Bahamian economy. $1 billion. That's how much we spend every year importing food in this country. It also gives me an opportunity to have conversations, and that's meaningful conversations with thought leaders within our community, even having to see how it is that we can work together, or even the opportunities that may exist for many Bahamians. So I'm excited to be here and looking forward to the great conversations that's to come.
The Your device is very affordable. It allows you to increase your internet connectivity. You are able to do away with the buffering. say goodbye to the dead spots. It gives them a much more stable connection. Their customers are able to view their digital menus. The establishment is able to stream. It allows for everyone, the customers and the business operators, to have a much more robust and stable internet connectivity.
Focal Holdings Limited is proud of its consistent growth and the financial success it continues to bring to many Bahamians who invest in the company. Focal is committed to ensuring optimal financial performance for its shareholders. Focal's leadership remains focused on superior customer service and operational excellence across all sectors. Focal, fueling growth for people.
Welcome back. On June 7th, the first ever Turks and Caicos Island Business Outlook is happening. And it's going to be happening in Turks and Caicos, of course. And with me now to discuss this and discuss the business landscape of TCI and just all the things we need to know about Turks is Vernay Mills. She is a Turks and Caicos Island representative, or a Turks person, or Turks and Caicos Islander. Good morning and welcome to Bahamas at Sunrise.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
We were trying to figure out the appropriate terms. I was saying Turkins, but then you you corrected me.
Right.
But let's just talk a little bit about the diaspora of the Turks and Caicos Islands and how important that the office, the Turks and Caicos Islands office here in New Providence is.
Well, it is said that there are more Turks and Caicos Islanders living in the Bahamas than there are living in Turks and Caicos.
Wow.
So,
yeah, right.
But that being said, it is very important that we connect with them and just educate them on their rights and privileges and advantages of being of the diaspora.
Right.
So yeah, that's the goal and mission of our office here.
And so there's more people living in the Bahamas than in Turks itself. What's the relationship? I know we think of Turks and Caicos Islands as like our cousins, our little brother, our little sister. What's the actual relationship, I guess, culturally between the Bahamas and Turks and Caicos Islands?
It's very, very, very similar. A lot of people say it's the southern Bahamas.
Right.
But yeah, the culture, the food, the environment is just basically the same.
Right.
We're still under the British. I think that is the biggest difference.
Right.
But yes, we do the same sort of business there. Tourism is our biggest industry, as it is here. And yeah, so everyone is pretty much a big family.
Right.
You're from Turks and Caicos Islands, you're probably from the Bahamas.
It is family. I've been down there before, and it just feels like an extension of our islands, which technically it is geographically.
Yes.
So we're talking about the Turks and Caicos Islands Business Outlook. What are your thoughts on the first ever Business Outlook happening in Turks?
I think it's a great initiative. I'm sure you'll get a lot of traction from the Turks and Caicos Islanders. They're very interested in how we do business here in the Bahamas. And so I think we'll learn from each other with this initiative and better that business landscape for both of us, you know. So we're looking forward to that.
Yeah, we come in by boat and plane. We come in to St. Turks. We coming down there by the hundreds and the thousands.
Good.
And so we talk about the tourism industry. Just again, stress how important the tourism industry is to Turks and Caicos Islands.
It's our biggest industry. And when you go to Turks and Caicos, the first thing you're going to see is the development. Hotels and all of that. You'll see a lot of construction going on. Marriott in South Caicos now, Ritz-Carlton recently in Provo. So tourism is definitely our strongest point, and we are very proud of it. as we are here in the Bahamas.
Exactly. It's a very similar landscape. You have those, they want a vacation here, they want to spend a couple of days, spend a couple of weeks during the summer, or maybe once or twice a year. Then you have the homeowners who want to have a second home.
Correct.
You have the luxury residential developments, and then all of the offshoot businesses that spring forward from that. And it is a spillover effect when the developments come in, and it's usually a drive for people to get involved, whether it is they're working on the site or they're some ancillary business that's supporting that development. What do you think are the next steps for Turks and Caicos Islands in terms of the relationship with the Bahamas and developing its tourism industry?
Well, for our tourism industry to continue to grow, for our economy, it's growing by leaps and bounds, but we lack manpower. And that is one of the aims, the goals of the diaspora's office here is to let the diaspora know that there are opportunities in Turks and Caicos that they can take advantage of. Opportunities in tourism, agriculture, and all of these other little offshoot businesses, as you just alluded to. So that is one of the goals of the office, and we're trying to get persons of the diaspora to know about these opportunities and take advantage of it. And I think that'll grow the tourism product even more.
I think it feels similar to, you know, if you've been living in Nassau, your family is from one of the family islands, and you want to find a way to get back home. And usually you have some projects that help to spur that, whether you're involved in the construction or the operations of it. So this is the opportunity now. If you're a Turks Islander, Turks and Caicos Islander, you could go back home, right? Do people even know if they have Turks roots in them? How do we know that? Are they the last names, or what? We have certain prominent Turks and Caicos Islanders have been a part of Bahamian history. Like, how do I know if I got Turks blood or not? You can vet me?
Last names, yes, and I do vet you.
Yeah.
Yes, you would have to, of course, get your prove that, right? And that's easily proven. Yeah. Grand Bahama, it's a little Turks.
All right.
So so last names are very, very similar. You'll find that when you get there, and so once you realize that, oh, okay, I'm a hall, and there are halls in Turks and Caicos, I'm told. So let's see.
Let's see, right?
Yeah.
Make the connection.
Let's make that connection. And we help you. Our office helps you to make that connection.
Tell us, how do we find your office, and if you want to find more information about Turks and Caicos?
We're located on Shirley and Charlotte in the Bahamas Financial Center, floor number 2. Yeah.
Right there. Right there in the middle of all the action.
In the middle.
Turks and Caicos, we coming. The first ever business outlook. What do you want to say again to all of the Turks Islanders out there here in the Bahamas who you're trying to get to come home for the business outlook that's happening on June 7th?
You want to know about the landscape of business landscape of Turks and Caicos and Turks and Caicos Islanders? You want to know about the business landscape of the Bahamas? Visit that outlook. Attend the outlook. And you'll get a wealth of knowledge there.
We ready. Turks are coming. We'd like to thank you again, Vernay Mills, for being here this morning. Our official Turks and Caicos Island representative here on the show. We can vet me. Let me see if I got a little bit of Turks in me, right?
I'll find it. If it's there, I'll find it.
Thank you so much for joining us on Moms at Sunrise.
Thank you for having me again.
Turks and Caicos, we coming. Business Outlook on June 7th. We'll be right back.
Comfort Suites Paradise Island is the best kept secret in the Bahamas. Located directly next door to the Atlantis Resort, you'll receive all the privileges of an Atlantis guest with all the benefits of a Comfort Suite stay. Enjoy everything Atlantis has to offer, including Aquaventure Water Park, plus all the amenities of Comfort Suites. Free Wi-Fi, free breakfast daily, and kids stay, play, and eat free. Visit ComfortSuitesPI.com.
Introducing the Focal Smart Pass app that helps you to fuel up faster. Here's how it works. Download the app on the App Store or get it on Google Play and create your profile with payment details. Visit your nearest Shell station, open the app, scan the pump's QR code, select your payment amount, and begin fueling. Say goodbye to cash and cards because the Focal Smart Pass offers secure and convenient payment options right at your fingertips. Download Focus Smart Pass now and fuel up faster today.
Get ready for the first ever Turks and Caicos Islands Business Outlook, June 7th at the beautiful Beaches Resort. Our theme is opportunities for growth and inclusion for all TCI stakeholders. Don't miss the keynote address by Premier the Honorable Charles Washington Missing. Join discussions about tourism, infrastructure, and housing. Join thought leaders from various sectors to discuss the future of TCI's economy. Network over lunch and seize opportunities for growth. Register now at tclevents.com and secure your ticket for this groundbreaking event.
Good morning and welcome back to Bahamas at Sunrise. We're up dead early on another fantastic Friday, and we're at the mid show, and you stuck with us. My name is Mark Daniels.
And I'm Davriel Gardner, hoping that you are still having a happy Friday.
It is a happy Friday.
I mean, for me, most Fridays are pretty happy. I think most people are very excited to have made it through the end of the work week and are looking forward to all the exciting things that are happening this weekend.
Yeah, lots of exciting things. Don't forget, Afro Grooves is happening again tomorrow night at Four Walls on Village Road. It is the ultimate Afro Beats party. African food, music, fashion, drumming, socializing. It's gonna be a fashion show, everybody. So don't forget to get your gobs. Go to African things, or wear your print that you have in the closet. You'll be like, man, I know where to wear this nice African dress, or this dashiki, or this hat, or this tie. You're gonna wear it to Afro Grooves tomorrow night. See you there. Come ready to dance and have fun and mingle with everybody from the African continent and the diaspora. See you there.
Speaking of, the Cancer Society is having their ball tomorrow, and it's actually African themed.
See?
So I am very curious to see, who's gonna forgo their tux for a dashiki tomorrow.
Oh yeah. Well, that's a fashion show.
Like, I want to see how committed folks are going to be to the theme. So that's going to be an exciting night for a good cause.
Good. Everybody's stepping out in the African fashion tomorrow. It's going to have themselves a great weekend. We got a great second half coming up. We're going to be looking at our segment from the Bahamas Botanicals Distillery and all the great things coming out of that company.
And we're going to be discussing the Permanent Court of Arbitration. But before all that, we're going to take a second look at weather with Godfrey Burnside.
This is Weather at Sunrise.
Thank you, Davriel. Good morning, Bahamas. In your second look at weather at sunrise, we're going to take a look at the tropics this morning. And do we have an area of low pressure expected to form in the next 5 to 7 days to the northeast of the Turks and Caicos Islands? This system has a 10% chance of development over the next 7 days. Elsewhere, tropical cyclone formation expected during the next 7 days. On the local scene, we do have that high pressure system week one across the islands, giving some light winds, also some hot temperatures across the islands, but in the southeastern islands still have that troughing that's going to trigger off some showers and thunderstorms over the next 12 to 24 hours. In the marine forecast today, throughout the weekend, those winds are going to be light and variable seas, 1 to 3 feet, but you're going to expect higher seas during those gusty winds if we have those heavy showers and thunderstorms in the southeastern islands. Your tides. You're going to expect a high tide at 9:01 this morning. Your next low tide will be 3 p.m. this afternoon. High gain tonight at 9:27. Sunset 7:50 this evening. Rises in the morning 6:21. UV index 8. Your water temperature 79 degrees Fahrenheit. Honeymoon phase. Full moon. Your external look, high pressure cover all the islands over the weekend, lots of sunshine, very warm temperatures, humid conditions, slight chance of passing shower, maybe nice little thunderstorm popping up in the southeastern islands. So temperature daytime will be in the upper 80s, at nighttime in the mid to upper 70s. That puts you up in your follow good weather at sunrise. I'm Godfrey Burnside. Back to you, Davriel.
Thanks, Godfrey. The government of the Bahamas has appointed 4 Bahamian members of the Court of Permanent Court of Arbitration for a term of 6 years. And with us now are 2 of the 4 members, Caryl Lashley, partner at DePuch and Turnquest & Co., and Rubie Nottage, retired Justice of the Supreme Court of the Commonwealth of the Bahamas. Good morning and welcome to Bahamas at Sunrise.
Good morning. Good morning to you. Thank you for having us.
Okay, so can you explain, and I'll just put this out there because we have two extremely qualified ladies with us this morning. Can you explain what the Permanent Court of Arbitration is?
I probably can't explain it well, but what I do know is that it's probably one of the longest standing institutions, particularly in the peace world, having been founded in 1899. And member states, it's not a UN organization, but member states have the opportunity to appoint qualified persons to the court. And the purpose is so that there can be resolution peacefully by contracting parties or by states who would like to have their disputes resolved. And they also have a committee which will appoint an arbitrator for you if you aren't able to find or agree an arbitrator. And so they have the appointing authority as well.
This, just being a part of this group, this very select group, there's only 6 persons who are part of it. How does it feel to be appointed?
It's quite an honor.
Very extreme honor.
We thank the government of the Bahamas and particularly the Ministry of Economic Affairs for nominating the 4. And we will represent the Bahamas at the Permanent Court of Arbitration for 6 years. So it's quite a long term. And the Permanent Court of Arbitration really is a UN, United Nations backed organization where the countries have signed a convention called the Hague Convention. And as such, we are nominees of the Commonwealth of the Bahamas. We will sit as the Bahamas nominee in the court. It's not really a court, It's made up of arbitrators. That's what we are. We are ladies and gentlemen who conduct arbitration.
That's it exactly.
Yes. But if a state or even a private individual wishes to have an arbitration at that level, usually it's a very intense country or border dispute, then the Permanent Court of Arbitration has a choice of members that it can appoint to that panel in order to help solve or resolve the dispute.
Can you expand a little bit about the role of the member courts in the PCA?
Well, firstly, the court sits with 5 members. So arbitrators sit either as a sole arbitrator, generally speaking, or a tribunal of 3, or a court of 5. And their court is usually a court of 5. And so they either appoint or the parties can use their rules. And so you can conduct the arbitration according to the rules of the PCA, or you can have the members of the PCA act as arbitrators.
You talked about resolving disputes. Actually, both of you kind of talked about resolving disputes. What kind of disputes are typically resolved in the PCA?
It could be a cross-border national dispute, for example, the border between Venezuela and Guyana, or
continuing dispute.
Continuing, yes. Or a maritime dispute again, right. A border dispute about where the delineation of that particular country's fishing zone ends and another country's begins. Or it could be a dispute even about a hotel in the Bahamas, which has been funded perhaps by an international organization, and it's run into problems, but it doesn't want to bring that action in the courts of the Bahamas, feeling that perhaps there would be a prejudice. So it would take its international commercial arbitration to the Permanent Court of Arbitration, which has a little more distance and independence, we call it that. and the dispute can be resolved through the Permanent Court of Arbitration.
What significance do you think that this appointment holds for the Bahamas as a collective?
Well, it puts the Bahamas on the map generally as a country which believes in dispute resolution. Mm-hmm. We have very many foreign investors. And so we say to the foreign investors, we believe in the arbitration process. We believe in resolution. We're not only to fight to the end. And so that sends a huge message, we think, to foreign investors. It sends a message globally because the PCA is a global institution. And it sits us with the big boys, really.
Mm-hmm. And it also adds us, through recent legislation, our international commercial legislation passed by the Bahamas about 2 years ago, was
right.
it?
And it came into force last March or last summer.
That's right. We're on the cutting edge of commercial arbitration, and we're hoping to show the rest of the world that the Bahamas is ready to be a center. We have all of the attributes. I know our Minister of Tourism and all of the others have prepared us physically, but legally, we have the right legislation. It's 2 years old, 1 year old, cutting edge, ready.
And we have had some assistance from the PCA in helping us to get the legislation right. And so that has been very, very good for us to get us in the right place.
You know, we were talking off camera before we got started with the interview about the fact that I had to get a little crash course. But why should Bahamians, learn about what the PCA does and how important it is to the legislation that affects us down the line?
The world is getting smaller. People need to know what everybody else knows. And so we cannot continue to be isolated. We cannot continue to be satisfied with what we have been doing in the past. We have to expand our horizons as well and be prepared for the global arena, and that's what the global arena is doing.
And if they want to learn more, are there resources that they can, find to become more aware?
Yes, there is an organization here in the Bahamas called the Chartered Institute of Arbitrators, and training takes place there as well as an institute called Alternate ADR Bahamas Limited. Both of these organizations teach or guide you in the principles of arbitration and mediation, and allow you to become certified internationally. Wow. So the Bahamas can find a number of qualified persons now living in the Bahamas who are certified internationally to be arbitrators. And so we're very proud of that.
And we are, and what Mrs. Nottage, retired justice, didn't say is both she and I are members of the faculty of the Chartered Institute of Arbitrators in England.
Yeah. Okay, so this is the perfect pair to educate me as well as everybody who's watching. I just want to say thank you for this brief course and what you're doing for our country.
Thank you.
Thank you very much for having us.
Thank you for having us.
And thank you for watching Bahamas at Sunrise. We'll be right back.
Get ready for the first ever Turks and Caicos Islands Business Outlook, June 7th at the beautiful Beaches Resort. Our theme is opportunities for growth and inclusion for all TCI stakeholders. Don't miss the keynote address by Premier the Honorable Charles Washington Missing. Join discussions about tourism, infrastructure, and housing. Join thought leaders from various sectors to discuss the future of TCI's economy. Network over lunch and seize opportunities for growth. Register now at tclevents.com and secure your ticket for this groundbreaking event.
Good morning and welcome to Bahamas at Sunrise. Be still and know that we're in the fanciest operation here in the Bahamas. We are here at the Bahamas Botanicals Limited Distillery, and I'm here with Andy Fowler. He is the managing director and master distiller, and he's here to share with us some of the exciting things they have coming out of their stills. Good morning and welcome to Bahamas at Sunrise.
Good morning. Good morning. It's welcome to be. It's a pleasure to be here, Mark.
Yeah,
I'm excited. I'm very, very happy about the launch of this product and this facility.
This is such an awesome facility. When you walk in it, it just feels so grand.
Yeah.
Everything's so nice and shiny. Everything's nice and clean. So tell me where we are and what you do in this facility.
Okay. In a nutshell, Bahamas Botanical is a destination distillery. What differentiates us is that we focus on the botanicals, the fruits, and the native botanicals of the Bahamas. And our goal is to create a variety of products, whether it's a spirit brand or a beauty product, using these botanicals and fruits.
Right.
So the facility is equipped with all the necessary extraction equipment to ensure that this happens.
And how did you get, what was the beginning of this vision? I mean, where did this start?
Well, I'm an engineer, a chemical engineer by training. I spent over 20 years at Bacardi. When I joined Bristol back in 2009, Warren approached me about this idea of creating a line of spirits using plants. And his goal at that time, was to educate consumers about what they were drinking. Certainly in the spirit industry, we do a poor job at that. So that was his focus. So that led us to create and visit a number of countries, creating their version, their national spirits, and we created our version as well, whether it's sugarcane from in the Caribbean, or you look at Mexico, agave to tequila. So, and having worked with all of these countries, we realized, hey, the Bahamas, we have land, sun, and sea, but we also have a lot of medicinal plants that we've been using for generations upon generations. Yeah. Surely we could create a product using these botanicals. And so you see today that vision, starting with Spirit brand, educating consumers on what they were drinking, and then now fast forward to creating and putting your money where your mouth is.
Yeah.
And the idea behind it was to really, really promote agriculture.
And this is just a wonderful example of taking traditional knowledge and, you know, creating a value-added product out of something that, Grammy might have been making some tea, or you know, you might have had that little jar in the cupboard that your granduncle was steeping, or we all know about moonshine in our history here in the Bahamas. So it feels like it's come full circle. What's one of the first products you have coming out of your line? You want to share with us?
Yeah, I'll share with you. The first product actually is called Cascarilla Amato. Essentially, what it is it's a digestive, or herbal digestive, and which aids, as the name implies, in your digestion. Now, the unique thing about this product, though, it can be used in a variety of different ways.
Right.
The process involved using cascarilla, which, of course, we all know
as ours.
That's ours, and it was a very easy first step to take, because everyone knows about cascarilla.
Right.
And we added in some allspice, and we supported. There was a supporting cast of other components, cinnamon and others, just to create more of a balanced product.
Right.
And we steep this in neutral spirit, because neutral spirit, or green neutral spirit, is the most efficient way to extract those phytochemical properties from these plants, those aroma, those flavoring compounds. And after distillation, after steeping for a period of time, we distilled and created a fantastic, what we believe is a fantastic product. And we've been getting very, very, very encouraging feedback. I'm excited now to get into the next phase of these products. But yeah, that's how that came about.
I've tasted the product, and I think it also is great. I maybe had a little too much last night.
Yeah, well, maybe for me after dinner, but anyway,
and so, you know, when it comes to this product, you know, what is it about Cascarilla that's unique? And we know, we are familiar with other products that use cascarilla, but what is it about it that's unique? And I guess as a master distiller, at what point do you know that you've got the right product, you got the right flavor? Like, when did you taste that and know this was it, this is ready to go to the public?
Very good question. So I'll answer the first part. What's unique? You know, obviously, Cascarilla is a $1 billion industry, and the Bahamas gets pretty much a mere fraction, $100 million of that, and nothing goes trickle down to the farmers. And so this is one of those products where you have a lot of phytochemicals that are very beneficial to you in a variety of different ways. It has multiple uses, like I said, from cosmetics to beverage. So that's the first part. And the second part relates to how do we process it? How do we make sure we get a balanced flavor? Well, it's all in operating the pot still, all right? Pot distillation for years has been used to extract and to extract properties from different components, substrates, and it's how you distill and the copper going through the copper and smelling at the same time. So that is all a part of it. The master distiller, what the master distiller does is determines through research and through number of iteration, the number of trial and error, what's number one, the right operating parameters, temperature, flow rate, condensate temperature, etc., to collect the product off, and do a qualitative testing, which involves, your nose, smelling things and making sure that, this is not so earthy, if it's a little bit too much. And we have a tasting panel. We have a group of individuals who support us. If something is coming off after a period of time that I might feel that's pretty good, it's ready, they will evaluate, give me feedback, we make adjustments. And it's through that iterative process we've come up with what you see today, Cascarilla Amaro, that's available.
All right,
Tell us how to get it. Stores. Well, it's available in all Bristol stores. I mean, you could visit any of our stores in Blake Road, Gladstone Road, our Premier Crew store as well, in our East Bay store. And, just say, hey, Andy sent you. I'm not sure. Now, I'm not saying that they will give you a discount, but they will definitely take care of you.
No, but that's awesome. And, we appreciate the background. I feel like I got a full chemistry lesson here. I have a different appreciation for it. When you take this drink as the master distiller, I'm going to assume that you probably know the best way to mix the Cascarilla Amaro. Why don't you recommend to our viewers how they can enjoy this beverage after dinner?
Well, I'll tell you what. I'm not really a good mixologist, but I'll give this the way I've consumed it, with a little bit of ginger, a little bit of ginger ale, normally after dinner, after dinner, and listen, it goes down smoothly and it does the job. If you after a heavy meal and if you're feeling a little luggy, take some Cascarilla out. I guarantee you, you'll feel a lot better.
There you go. Well, we'd like to thank you again, Master Distiller Fowler. I don't know what the official term is, what they call you around here, but thank you again. It was a very informative interview, a wonderful facility, wonderful product. Looking for great things coming out of Bahamas Botanicals. And just thanks again for your time this morning in Bahamas at Sunrise.
You're very welcome.
Bahamas at Sunrise. We'll be right back.
Get ready for the first ever Turks and Caicos Islands Business Outlook, June 7th at the beautiful Beaches Resort. Our theme is opportunities for growth and inclusion for all TCI stakeholders. Don't miss the keynote address by Premier the Honorable Charles Washington Missing. Join discussions about tourism, infrastructure, and housing. Join thought leaders from various sectors to discuss the future of TCI's economy. Network over lunch and seize opportunities for growth. Register now at tclevents.com and secure your ticket for this groundbreaking event.
It's been a fabulous Friday here on Bahamas at Sunrise. I feel like we really, we talked about a cross-section of things that are going on in the Bahamas. Important things, exciting things, and fun things.
This is why you watch this show. This is why you're up with us dead early. This is the most unique talk show, morning show. You get your news, you get your energy, you figure out what you're going to do this weekend. And, we share with like family. We's family. So we look forward to seeing y'all every morning here on Bahamas at Sunrise. And we wish you to have a great weekend. Dab, what's going on this weekend?
The ball.
The ball! Right?
An Afro groove.
An Afro grooves. So no matter what, you can be wearing some sort of African print and African clothing this weekend. Get yourself together. See y'all at Afro Grooves at 4 Walls on Village Road Saturday night. And for those going to the Cancer Ball, put on your gobs. And when you're done, come meet us at 4 Walls for the after party. Have a great weekend, everybody. It's going to be hot. Hit the beach.
Absolutely.
Yeah.